I've cooked up some really wild deck tech recently. I saw a tweet. Somebody said, imagine pulling this, what a waste of a full art. And I like to think that there is no such thing as a bad Pokemon card. I mean, there are bad Pokemon cards. I like to imagine what kind of deck you'd have to build in order to make that card work. And so when someone said this, I was like, well, I gotta investigate. I gotta see if there is something to Spidops. What's ended up happening is Spidops control. If anyone remembers, is it this lad? Am I cracked? What is this? Why isn't this loading? My internet cut out. Which is not good. That's no good for a pro streamer like myself. So, Spidops. Spidops get stronger depending on your opponent's retreat cost. So, we do everything we can to make the retreat cost as expensive as possible. This is good because in the current meta, big fat Pokemon like Mega Kangaskhan are really popular. So they already have a high retreat cost, and we're just adding on to it using all sorts of means. So Spidops is the main way. That's the main game getter. The Aridos, that makes their retreat cost even more. A bunch of tech stuff, Latias for free switching, the Fez for card draw, bunch of hand control stuff. We got the hand trimmer, we got the grabber. Gravity Gemstone, it makes them fatter. The Calamitous Wasteland, if they are basic and not a fighting type, then they get an extra retreat cost. Hero's Cape to buff up the Spider. Mist Energy to prevent them getting sniped. That's the deck list, and we're going to jump into casual, see how we play. Bad opening hand. Oh, I'm yelling. Why am I yelling? This is a bad opening hand because the Spinarak's defenseless, basically. We need to be able to sustain because the Spinarak should always stay on the bench. Wait, what are they playing? Oh, they're playing Mega Venusaur, probably. Either that or they're playing this specific Spidops list, which is unlikely. I don't mean to sound big-brained, big-brained, big-headed. But yeah, so the Spinarak needs to stay on the bench because the Aridos, the evolved form that we actually need, should never be in the game. Okay, so what do we need to think about? So it's nice that we don't have the weakness matchup. We're all grass types here. We're all safe. Mega Venusaur is really big, so that's good for us. We need to consider how they're getting energies to the Teal Mask Ogerpon. What's good for us is that we don't need a whole lot of energies to get by. The Spidops only needs 2. So they're not going to get an advantage off of that. I guess we could always switch out. We got a lot of switch options. What am I going to do? I think first I'll miss the Tarantula for protection. I'll Nest Ball out the Fez for protection. We don't have the Latias, so that sucks. I'm going to grab, see if there's anything good. Yes. Let's see the whole hand. Dawn, search deck for basic Pokemon, stage 1. So the whole line. Frost Vitality. I'll get rid of the Meganium just so they can't excel. They'll probably Dawn into the Mega Venusaur next turn, but you know, we'll see that when we get to it. Don't need the bosses right now. I'll Lily while I have the chance. The beautiful turn 1 Lily. This is really good for us. Gravity Gemstone. Is it too early to play that? I'd rather not get Ionoed next turn if I can help it. I guess what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to boxed order for turn. And then we'll see what... I'm hoping to keep my hand by next turn. If that is the case, then we can start moving. Yeah, that sounds good. Bug catching set to find an energy, ideally. Well, we got plenty of energies, really. What I'm thinking is bug catching set to see what Pokemon we could find. There's the Dawn, like I said. Yeah, and then the Meganium. Yep, there we are. Bug catching set, see if we can populate our board a bit. Then we'll switch the Tarantula. Oh, you're big, ain't you? So, Spidops, Gravity Gemstone, Energy, switch that bitch. There we go. Trouble with this deck that I found is that if the Spidops dies early, then we need to kind of stall until we come back. Ariados. I've got the Gravity Gemstone. What can I Arven for? Do I have any way? I don't think I have a way to boost. Okay, I guess we'll keep that for the next one because we've already Gravity Stoned. I'll Bug Catch again, see what happens. Tarantula, not bad. Yeah, okay, so we got play for next turn. We got way to proliferate, I should say. Oh yeah, I can Spidops, can't I? But see, look at that. That's pretty tasty for like a turn 3 play. It's not like meta-defining, but it's pretty good. Because this is a free 80, and this is gonna... I don't know, they don't seem to have a lot of card draw, it looks like. Or sorry, a lot of energies. They have 1 on the Ogerpon, and they might draw into 1, or whatever, but I guess all they need is 2, really. But that isn't enough to get rid of our Spidops. So hopefully we'll be in it for 2 more turns. Yeah, I mean, as far as I can tell, no matter what happens, we will still have the Spidops, and we can still get the Mega for turn. So that's good for us. So it's gonna Solar Transfer, and then it's gonna Giga Dump all over our big head, all over our little spider head. Yep, no skin off my chin. Good draw there. Grabber. There's no real troublemakers here. Let's look at the rest. Nest ball, retrieval. Okay, so some problems there. Nothing immediately worrying. I feel as though we're in a pretty good spot at the minute. Yeah, I'll bash you for the... Oh, this is a good play. Oh, it's a good play. Yes, it's going pretty well for us. Because we're halfway through to finishing the game. If we continue to trade the way we are doing, then, we're done in 2-3 turns. But they don't have a Mega Venusaur, I just noticed. They don't have another one. Really, we kind of want them to... Well, there's the Vitality. Night Stretcher to get the Mega back. The Ivy's in the deck. I don't know if they have any search. Ultra Ball, the Ivy. Sorry, I'm waiting for that. There she is. So, like we talked about, there's the Mega Venusaur. Teal Dance for the draw. And Solar Transfer at least 2 energies onto the Venusaur, knock out the Spidops. I think they're playing into my hand right now. Not to sound cocky. So they're going to Solar Transfer, they're going to bonk the Spidops, they're going to collect 2. I guess the concern... Oh, we got the Fez for card draw as well, I forgot. There we go. So she dies, they collect there too. I promote the Spidops, and then card draw, that's exactly what I wanted. We'll attach the energy to the Wire Hang. We'll Fez. Let's see. Okay, so if I buddy into the Spinarak, and I'll Bug Catcher looking for the Arados. There we go. So now it's even, the Venusaur's even pudgier now. What else do I want to do? So, the retreat cost, the retreat cost is 7. Okay. What else do I want to do here? I love the Colorus right now. So what's going to happen here is that I'll Arven. See if we can find anything interesting. Hand Trimmer. Hand Trimmer is what I want. Hand Trimmer, so they'll thin themselves out a bit more. I'll pop the Gemstone so I don't have to thin it out. Hand Trimmer cuts down to 5. I have exactly 5 after playing it. They have 9, so that's 4. Let's go. The play here is that I'm going to Wire Hang for 300. What they'll probably do is they'll probably retreat the Venusaur, and the hope is that I'll boss the Venusaur back up, and then we'll hit it for game. That's the plan. It's a bit bait. I have more confidence that they might see that coming. But here's the trick, is that they can't retreat. Most people don't run Switch because it's admittedly not super efficient. In most circumstances, besides like low punny, for instance, you're not going to want to retreat so much because it costs you resources. And dedicating a whole card to switching out is just not fast enough in sort of modern Pokemon. They're going for the retreat! They're going for the retreat! Oh, do we have it? Oh, they're gonna feel so bad when I hit them with the boss's orders. Assuming, I don't think they've played a support for turn, have they? No. My worry is the Iono. I don't know if they have another one. I don't know if it's worth checking. One. Okay. I don't know, because that's the thing. As long as we can get through this turn without losing our hand, without losing the boss, that's game. Oh, no, I see what they're doing. No, I don't see what they're doing. Okay. Because before, I thought they were going to try and slam my head in using the Myriad Leaf power. Myriad Leaf Shower, sorry. Yeah, no, that's game. That's got it. That's satisfying. That's very satisfying. Let's see. We'll miss this guy for safe measure. We'll boss up the Venusaur. And we'll slap him for game. Oh, that was good. I'm glad I caught that on camera. That feels good. Yes! There's the Latios. Woohoo! That's actually the best matchup for Spidops now I think about it, because, well, Mega Venusaur is one of the biggest cards in the format. Like, physically, it's one of the biggest cards in the format, so that's exactly the matchup we wanted. I want to play one more game. I want to see I want to see that stadium come into play. I want to see if that's actually useful. Not great. We got the bug catching set. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Hey! A win is a win, am I right? Yeah, we're not getting the X's we want. Why not? Because the thing about this current list is that we have tons of tarantulas, but not many Spidops. Because the hope is that we don't need many. What's weird actually is that I'm not running any rods either. So if the Spidops dies, it dies. Oh no. No, we don't want the Charmander. We don't want the Charmander. No, this is awful. Shit. Buddy Pop Buddy, into the Tarantula. We get both of them. We need the insurance. Bug catching set. Anything good? We got the Spidops. We got that guy. Can we evolve? I always forget if you can evolve on the first turn. This is what it's like to be Pokemon Live brain. Because we could string haul into. I think that's the move. Energy for turn. String haul the. Oh my god! I forgot it's a coin flip, guys. We're fucked. This is the end. This is the end, guys. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. We'll take the L. We can bounce back. Okay, we are pro elite gamers. Because the thing about promoting the Spidops is that, you know, I'm gonna do the Spinnerack. The thing about promoting the Spidops is that we just don't want to lose it, basically. So I'd rather burn through a Spinnerack if that means being able to play it properly the next turn. It's something I just don't like about Pokemon Live as a game is that, Pokemon cards as a game is that when you put so much focus on a Pokemon on the bench, it makes it apparent to your opponent what you're planning to do. And that's fine. That's just how the game works. But I get, like, you know, it's the head game. It's the mental game of playing tabletops. Nemona! God, that's not a card you see often, is it? God, I mean, it's all upside. You know what I mean? I think people don't run it because it's an efficiency thing. You'd rather draw, like, you know, if you have a light hand, you'd rather draw 7 with the professor's research. Ooh, guys, we only got one shot with this. I don't think we're making it. I'll be honest, I don't think we're making it. Take your prize cards, G dang it. Well, because we're going to promote the Spidops, and yeah, Burning Darkness can hit us for the KO. That sucks. Oh man, yeah, this is what I mean with this deck. It's you know, you put in all this card draw because you want it to be consistent, and then you hit with this shit because oh man, yeah, that's the Spidops done. We'll see the game until the end. I'm not someone who likes to concede if there's still plays to be made, you know? Oh wait, what happened there? I'm so confused. It's because it's Dark type. It's because Charizard's Dark type when it's Terran. Okay, guys, we got a shot. We got a shot. Bug catching set. You're joking. You're joking. This is awful. No. We had a chance. It was there. It was right there. And it's weak to grass. Ah! Guys, no. It was going to be so beautiful. No. I'm so upset. Oh my god. I'll never live this down. I'll be the laughingstock with the Spidops community. Yeah, whatever. Take my fucking Tarantula. Oh, this is abysmal. This is an abysmal game. The Fez. Oh, guys. Silver lining. Oh, into the lily. Fuck you. This is what I mean, guys. This is what I mean when I say that you shouldn't concede a game if there's still plays to be made. I'll mist the Tarantula, and then I'll Lily for 8. It doesn't give us a whole lot to work with, unfortunately. If I nest, if there's a Latias, we might have a chance. Nope. Nah. This is really tough. I'll, you know, spin a rack. Okay, I think I got it. I'll retreat the Tarantula into the Fez. That'll buy us another turn because Burning Darkness can't hit us for that much unless... Yeah, we've taken the prize card, so they can't do more than 180. This gives us a chance to build up a board. Although, that being said, if they do get the Fez, then that is game over, which I will accept. That is a fair game over. We had a shot. For a comeback. I've got the Aridos. Have I burnt through my Spidopses? Nope, I got one Spidop left. My turn. Thank you. Thank you. Is there anything I can do here? Because I need a Spidops, don't I? Because I could retreat the Fez and try to buy another turn by burning through an Arados. But I feel like I'm just kind of chasing my tail at that point. I could boss into... There's not really a clear option here. I could boss into the Gouging Fire because that's a 2 retreat, and they couldn't. Although they could. That's only when it comes in, and they got the. I could Colorus into the big fat retreat stadium. You know what? There is a niche chance that this isn't the play, but right now I'm just thinking about survival. I'll miss the Tarantula. Gravity Gemstone. Well, that's it, guys. This is the last turn. We're gone, and it's a shame. It was, you know, it was good being at the top. It was good being the Spider King. But you know, sometimes life just sucks. That's fine. We had lots of pleasant memories, though, didn't we? When I played the Spidops, when I retreated. Yeah, see, look, nothing happened. I think they're expecting me to bash into them, but that ain't happening. Sonny Jim. Iono for 6. Them down to 2. This is what I'm saying, by the way, when I talk about Iono being a control card. Yeah, this is the problem, is that if only I had switched the thingy, they'll add another... If they draw another energy, they'll add it to the Gouging Fire, and they'll hit the Fez per game. That was the misplay. The misplay was attaching the wrong energy. See if we find anything good. Of course, there's nothing good. Yep, there it is. GG, I guess. Oh yeah, of course GG as well. Is a well-played game.
My spider's dead. My spider.
Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you liked it. Stay tuned for more content. Stay tuned for more Pokemon content, more funny, silly videos. Goodbye.